Are you ready for combat night?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another installment of the Combat Night pre-show. We are live from Orlando this weekend, and after a dope weekend last week for a pro show in South Florida, and we've got a fantastic card on tap for this weekend. What's up, Mitch?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing all right. Long time no see.
I know, man. I know. I see you more than my family sometimes.
So I hear you got the little kiddos in there.
Yeah, we just I got all the little kiddos, and I just let them know who Daddy was during training. You got Faulkner over there. You got Danny, Baby D. You got Timmy. Only I didn't spar with Timmy. I don't fuck with him no more. He's getting too good.
Wait, the Dannies were trading?
The Dannies were training. Believe it or not.
What?
Believe it or not, they were training.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I thought Faulkner was retired and had a bum wheel.
Yeah, he got two bum wheels.
Hi, Uncle Ramsey.
What's up, Charlie?
Hi, Uncle Ramsey. Daddy, I'm tall as you.
Yeah, you are. Got baby girl out here watching the sparring session. She's rocking with her favorite fighter. Who's your favorite fighter?
Val.
She loves her some Val.
I heard she was upset she missed weigh-ins.
I love this Val
Yes.
instead of Ramon.
She loves all combat.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ramon just caught a stray.
Are you ready for combat now?
This is the girl right here. She's taking over the company. This is going to be her. She's the future CEO.
It's ready.
All right. So what are we looking at for the card today, man? You want to start from the top or the bottom?
Let's start from the bottom, because I know we've got a handful of new guys, so we can just kind of like roll through them, and you can tell us what you know about them. We've got a bunch of kickboxing and Muay Thai fights kicking off the evening with Nicholas Rubino and Devin Davis.
I do not know a lot.
Yeah, go ahead.
Young kids. I know out of Dark Wolf and out of Hellman's MMA. I'm excited for these kids to fight. Both pretty green behind the ears, but you know, these young guys, man, it's like so crazy to see how good these teenagers are and these young kids. They would beat most of the pros that were coming up when I was coming up. You know, some of these amateurs would beat, I think, some of the original UFC guys. It's just the amount of information and technique available to them is ridiculous.
Well, and that's what our amateur shows are all about is, you know, we have a lot of green guys, a lot of brand new guys kicking off the cards, and it's you got to start somewhere. And not only is this somewhere, like this is a proving ground for even guys just getting into it. So
yeah,
whoever's playing that drum is going crazy.
5-year-olds.
After that, there's a Muay Thai bout, Gavin Coca and Corey Castelline. Both of them making their debut, so there's not going to be too much to know about them.
Yeah, both guys are really, really charismatic at weigh-ins today. You know, they were excited to be there. Again, I expect those guys to get in there and throw down.
After that, another lightweight kickboxing bout, Carlo Colillo and Stephen Gray.
We have seen both of these guys fight before. I believe Stephen last time fought at 145, though. I think this time is that 55?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked a lot healthier today at weigh-ins than he did at the last time. He looked like he filled out a little bit as well. He was a little younger the last time he fought with us. Colillo, I mean, he got one of the most viral knockouts we've had on the gram. The Muay Thai taking off the ban. So I'm excited to see him get back in there. Excited to see what these two do and get in there and mix it up with each other.
I saw you had a little back and forth with Stephen Gray.
Yeah, because the nickname Father Pepsi. I've just always been curious, like, how do you name like Father Pepsi? We'll post that real later. He gave us a pretty cool, unique origin story. He doesn't even drink soda, and his name's Father Pepsi.
And then we have a heavyweight MMA fight between Jose, the War Dog, and Tommy Gartner.
Yes, I am excited for this fight. There's people they come over there from Estella's camp. They are always coming. They always come to throw down, man. And he got a Todd Cutler's camp.
Wait. I got an idea. You could come to combat night next weekend.
Okay, great idea, baby girl. Tommy's out of Todd Cutler's gym, and those Ben Harris, those guys are always coming to put on a show and fight. So yeah, I'm excited. He also dressed up for the occasion. Any fighters there already know, man, if you're gonna come and be a little more entertaining and just add a little something to it, and he did. He dressed up as a character from The Sinners, and yeah, I'm real excited to see these two guys fight.
Then we've got ladies Muay Thai bout, Vanessa Curvin and Allison Angel Hernandez.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about these ladies. I know that this is the youngest of the Angel family. Charlie, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you sing Inside?
I don't want to.
Okay, just don't sing so loud out here, please, Mama. I love you. Having a little princess over here wanting to sing.
I want to be a K-pop.
Yeah, the youngest of the Angels family.
K-pop.
And hang out, Timmy.
Charlie,
Hey,
come on, let's go inside.
everyone's going inside. Thank you, Timmy.
She needs her own show.
Yeah, she needs her own show. Her and Kaden both. Sorry, she distracted me. Youngest of the Angels.
Yeah.
Savage. We just know the family. There was no attempted handshakes today. I was curious to see if she would shake her opponent's hand. Her opponent didn't try. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed. I wanted to see if it ran in the family.
I happened to see. I'm like 95% sure it was her competing at a wrestling event last year where Amin Swaby and her brother came out and were like cornering her for her wrestling match from the crowd, and she was putting in work out there. So she definitely has the family tenacity, and she even had the posture when she was standing there waiting. She looked exactly like one of her brothers in there, and they're intense. So I look forward to seeing that's a 15 and a 16-year-old gals fighting. So getting it in early.
Don't get it twisted. They whoop half of you grown men out there watching this right now. If you don't train,
hands down,
they'll whoop you.
Then we've got a bantamweight MMA bout: Cody Falzone and Eric Garcia.
I believe that fight is now off.
Oh,
Falzone gave a few different excuses why he couldn't make it, and then he just more and more, and eventually said he couldn't make weight, and that was Pumpkin.
Oh, okay, that's what I was gonna. Featherweight kickboxing bout: Brianna Moore and Alex Simpson.
Again, Brianna fought with us before, I believe. Alex, first time fighting with us out of the jungle. We know she'll be prepared. They probably did the PKB a few times. I'm excited for this fight. The ladies always throw down.
And then this is a match, it's my understanding, just came together recently. Featherweight MMA, Dijon Greer and Gabriel Camilo.
Yeah, both guys' names came in late. Neither one of them lost an opponent or anything like that. And then they ended up agreeing to fight each other and making a fight happen. So I'm pretty excited to see that fight go down. Guys that stay ready and training and confident, take fights on short notice, usually show up and perform. That's a mindset that not a lot of fighters have. And what I've noticed is whenever guys do have that mindset of just staying ready, they usually perform pretty well. The nerves and all the anxiety doesn't seem to get to them like it does other guys.
Then we've got an extreme kickboxing bout at bantamweight: Christian G. Orgi and Dewan White. So Dewan switching it up, going back to kickboxing. And is this small gloves then?
Yes, it is small gloves. So
small gloves is always exciting.
Yes, and I think Dewan wanted to put himself in an uncomfortable situation, and forced to stand up. So I'm excited to see him. His opponent also didn't make it to weigh-ins today, had a ride issue, but assured us he will be there tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that fight.
Another Muay Thai bout. This one's at 150 pounds. Alicio Fuentes and Edgar Soto.
Man, you want to talk about issues. They were also both fighting two other guys. Fight fell apart. Alicio was fighting at 55. Edgar was fighting, I think, at 45 originally, then agreed to a 55, and then they agreed to meet at 150. Again, man, what can you say? When guys put in a whole camp and they don't want to miss out on the opportunity to fight. I think that's exactly what you should be doing as an amateur. It makes, I don't care if you're doing MMA and you're a striker and the last minute opportunity comes for you to fight a black belt, you should be saying thank you. Like, yeah, I'll take that opportunity. You don't know when you'll get another chance to fight a black belt as an amateur. If you, vice versa, if you're a black belt in jiu-jitsu and you were fighting a grappler and then all of a sudden you get a Muay Thai guy in front of you or a striker in front of you, I always say as an amateur, you should be taking all this as just experience, win, lose, whatever, experience. It kind of brings to mind a guy named Shane Godoy. Got a short notice fight in Tallahassee against a black belt, a high level black belt, a guy from Atlanta, ATT Lima. And I'll be honest with you, man, Shane was like, I think 2-1 at the time. Maybe he was even like 1-0. He just didn't have a lot of fights. And I thought, kind of a tall order. And Richard offered their camp to fight. And right away, Shane Godoy was like, yeah, absolutely. Knocked him out in the first round, like 30 seconds into the fight. So, it's MMA. And I just say that I love it when guys are willing to step up and make sure they get a chance to fight, regardless of the situation, because a fight camp you go through 6 to 8 weeks. You got all the way through no injuries or maybe just minimal injuries where you can still fight. And these two guys, like I said, they weren't fighting each other, but the fact that they have agreed to fight each other tomorrow night because they both wanted the opportunity to fight and put on a show for their fans. I love it. I think that they're doing the right thing as amateurs, staying busy.
After that, we've got a bantamweight bout, Marcus Flamingo and Sam Bastos.
Flamingo had a couple different opponents throughout this fight camp. Bastos kind of came in late and said he wanted to fight, and Flamingo had lost an opponent almost the same day. Bastos said he had been training, was kind of already in camp, but was just kind of see if an opportunity popped up. And what do you know? Opportunity popped up again. These guys were fighting each other. It's crazy. I know I keep saying like fight fell apart on like 6 different fights now, but that is the nature of the beast. The further in the year you get along of MMA, I don't know what it is, because I think a lot of people will take a break after Thanksgiving, maybe from fighting or even training a little bit. And then at the beginning of the year, they're hungry because like no events are happening until the end of January, beginning of February, and they haven't had a chance to even fight for maybe 2 months. So these guys get real hungry and they're ready to get after it. So for the beginning of the year, pretty probably like through April, fights are just hitting. No one's really pulling out. And then you get to like May or June, July, and it's like summer break. People kind of want to take a little break, relax, and you see a little bit of fall off in those months. And then I feel like August and July, you start seeing it get strong for that moment. But then, man, again, it's October, the same issues we had last weekend in South Florida. A lot of guys falling off, and we only deal with reputable camps, and we don't like if guys are repeat offenders and just always like being unprofessional. We just don't work with them, so we don't have this happen a lot. But thankfully, we do have a big network of athletes that want to fight and want to be active. So we're able to replace these fights and make sure that everyone gets the opportunity to fight. But it's so funny how like it kind of goes throughout the year. In the beginning, no one's pulling out, and then towards the end of the year, you see a lot more pullouts.
I'm answering a question in the.
What was it? What was the question?
It's a guy. He says his name's Trey Branch. He said, I'm working a pro-am show, working the cuts, thinking of going live. You guys think people would enjoy watching me wrap hands and stop the cuts?
Yeah, I think that's a cool perspective. A lot of fans don't get. I think maybe we even do that this weekend. We got the doctor maybe put on the meta glasses when the doctor is stitching somebody up. For me, that's the content that pops the most in my brain. I like the behind the scenes of things, the way things work. It's going to all depend on your editing skills, though, homie. That's the one. You got to edit it and make people want to watch it.
Well, I guess he was talking about going live.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I think going live. You guys think? Yeah. Live, you probably won't get a bunch of views, but if you record that footage, I think, and you cut it up later, I think you'd get a lot more love that way.
Moving on. Now, a fight that you were definitely excited about, Harvey Ridings and Lucas Smith.
Yes.
Harvey Ridings coming in 3-0, facing Lucas Smith 1-0, which I've really only heard good things about both of these guys. Harvey coming in with the pedigree wrestling, that UK wrestling, and Lucas Smith, I just have heard so much about him just being a savage. He's a young guy and hungry.
Yep. Man, I said it 100 times. This is my fight of the night for me. This is the one I'll be sitting cage side. Don't bother me. Don't talk to me. I'm expecting some pretty intense scrambles, some pretty high level wrestling and grappling back and forth. I've seen Harvey a few times. I think their styles are interesting, the way that they fight. Of course, Harvey, it's all about the opponents as well. Like if your opponent's not engaging in making a scramble happen, then, you can't scramble. Why? Because you got a position. So Harvey, I see him securing a lot of positions and maybe being the more technical of the two. And then Lucas, he is more of a scrambly guy that's kind of like, he'll find opportunities in the chaos. So it'll be interesting to see this clash of styles and see if Harvey is able to lock Lucas down and keep him from scrambling, or if Lucas is able to initiate these scrambles. And then, I'm sure Harvey can scramble. I mean, the dude's a flyweight. He's a high level grappler. I think we're going to get to see, Harvey's grappling ability and his scrambling ability. And I'm really excited for this fight, man. This is between two of the top camps in town. And I think it's going to be a really, really good fight. It's going to be a fun night.
So with Harvey coming in at 5'5" and Lucas coming in at 5'10", you could really see the height discrepancy in the face-offs. Obviously, that could play a role in if they get into some stand-up exchanges. Any issue there with grappling? Not really, right?
I mean, it could play into. I don't see these guys really standing and striking a whole lot, to be honest with you. And if you think about it, whenever you're fighting in MMA, you really just in wrestling in general, to get a takedown, you just need to get under the elbows. So with Harvey being so much shorter than Lucas, and if Lucas is overextending on his punches, it's gonna probably be a benefit to Harvey for Lucas to be so tall. And like I said, both these guys are kind of green when it comes to striking. So if anything, I think the height advantage on the ground, because of leverage and having to deal with that long body, could be difficult for Harvey. But as far as entrances go, I think it's kind of a benefit. We'll see the night of, but I think it could be a benefit for Harvey. He's not like a guy who tries to hold his opponent against the cage. He does a lot of open takedowns in the open. So we'll see.
After that fight, we've got a bantamweight Muay Thai fight: Luigi Mucchio and Aiden Patrick. Both of them with a little bit of experience.
Another fight that came together at the last second. These two guys, they just, Aiden wasn't even on our list. Luigi popped up like a week ago, and he wanted MMA. We were like, oh, what could we do? Maybe put you guys together. And they were like, yeah, hell yeah, we'll fight. So, ended up working out for Muay Thai, even though Luigi hit us up for MMA, and Aiden wasn't even talking to us. But we were just like, this fight, the amount of experience this guy has, it might be interesting to Aiden. So we offered it, and Aiden was like, yeah, I want that.
Yeah, it looks like they've got about 13 fights between them. So that's a good amount of experience that they're bringing in there.
Yep. Aiden fought for us already. Luigi has not. Aiden's first fight for us, I became a fan automatically. Great dude, charismatic, and puts on the show.
And then our co-main event, Tannehill Gene versus Seven Perkins. Both of those guys came with maximum intensity at the face-offs. Both look in great shape, and we've seen Seven do some fantastic things thus far in his young career. But Tannehill Gene, no slouch, and look game as can be.
Oh yeah, Tannehill always comes to fight, man. He's got really good grappling, so, and he's got decent wrestling. His striking is not bad. We haven't had to see a whole lot of Seven's grappling because he's defended it so well and hasn't really been put in any bad positions. So I'm excited to see this fight. I think it's a test for both of them. And they both come out of great camps. I think it's gonna be a really good fight. Really, really good fight.
And then our main event of the evening, Muay Thai title fight between Ulysses Moore and Kenyon Smith at 185 pounds. Ulysses, we've seen him compete in MMA a handful of times. Yeah, super athletic, strong guy. And Kenyon Smith, Ulysses was the 185 champ in MMA, and he's now switching over and facing Kenyon Smith, our 185 Muay Thai champ. And we had Kenyon on the pod a few weeks ago. He's just a pedigree athlete and a physical specimen, in his own right. So this has fireworks written all over it.
Oh yeah, this is a great fight. you know, Ulysses is our 185 champion. So he wasn't, he still is. I think he wanted to defend it in November. So I'm excited that he's staying active and staying busy. This is what these guys should be doing as amateurs, man. They should be looking for challenges. And I think he's found that in Kenyon Smith. Obviously, he's our champ right now. And I think these two guys are going to throw down tomorrow night. I think it's going to be a show for the fans. And I'm really looking forward to, I'm really looking forward to this fight as well.
So, you know, we've got 14 bouts on tap for the evening. Should be a fun night.
Yep.
Doors open at 4. Fights will start shortly thereafter. And if you're planning on coming to the show, you might want to show up early and figure out your parking situation, as there's going to be quite a bit going on downtown. But should be clearing up by the time that we're kicking off. But you never know.
Actually, I just found out. I don't think I told y'all yet. It starts. The parade starts when the doors open.
So you definitely want to show up early, because if you show up thinking you're gonna just park and have a little 5-minute walk over, it's probably not going to be the case.
But nonetheless, guys, it will be fabulous. It will be fabulous.
We'll be
That I promise.
fabulous.
All right.
Yeah,
man. That's it.
If you're not coming, pay-per-views available at our link in our bio or through combatnight.com. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe and notifications button so you can see whenever we jump on and do these lives. We will be coming at you live tomorrow night for all of the fights, and then also on Sunday for a post-show wrap-up where we'll talk about all the performances and bring you guys some highlights of the event. So I think that is about it. We kind of speed ran it, but it was a busy day, and we got a busy day tomorrow, so we're looking forward to that.
Yep. About to go eat some good food, enjoy a bonfire, and take my ass to bed.
All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Later, man.
Are you ready for combat night?